The matter is before the court. It's before the court. We have charged him to court. He has been offered bail conditions. He met the bail conditions, and trial continues.
What about
so when
the
matter is before the court, we don't talk about it.
So you're not going to tell us if you recovered any monies or not?
The matter is before the court.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Let me just read a few more messages, because there's so many people with so many messages, Mr. Oyewale. I probably have to allow you look at the messages after this show. John Tanko says, greetings from me and my family. Okay, thank you very much for that message. This one says, after forfeiting their immunity at the end of their tenure, our former president exempted from corruption investigation by the EFCC. I think if we're truly serious about the fight against corruption in Nigeria, like former President Buhari should be summoned to answer questions, a question or two on the massive corruption that took place under him. I have less than 1 minute for you to answer this question, sir, in 30 seconds, sir.
Well, there's nothing to say about that, because it's speculative. Which massive corruption? Where are the facts? Where are the facts? It is not. We don't work on street talk. We work on facts that can be corroborated, facts that can be supported, by legal pyrotechnics, by prosecution, and all of that. So I wouldn't want to bother myself answering such a question, because it's neither here nor there. He's entitled to his opinion, and we are entitled to the fact that we must have facts before we act.
Okay. Well, in case you're just joining us, the program is Hard Facts, and we've been speaking with the EFCC's Dele Oyewale. He is the spokesperson of the EFCC. For those who think that he's the boss, he's not. He's the spokesperson. He's the mouthpiece of the EFCC, speaking on behalf of the EFCC. And several questions and comments. I wish we could have you again and again and again, Mr. Oyewale, to answer questions, because this is your work. But
no, as long as I'm available, I'll come. Yeah, it's my job.
No problem. But we'll take a quick break, Mr. Oyewale. Once we return, I will allow you to answer one or two more questions, and then we'll wrap things up here, because our time is fast spent. You still Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
Millions of listeners trust us on Hard Fact. Whether it's politics, social issues, controversies, and trending stories.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
Breaking news, updates, and the best of talk.
Women have to work twice, even thrice as hard for them to get things that just come so naturally to a lot of men who feel that leadership is their right.
We're in prisons for how many years?
For 6 years, 8 months.
Were you going to court from prisons then?
Yes, but before I started court, it took me 2 years.
Just being in prison?
Yes.
Without your case even start at all?
Confinement.
You were there?
Yeah.
Here on your number one station for talk, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
We're back. It's still Hard Facts, the abridged version for today, because I beg to differ. The Tournament of Champions begins today, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. I cannot wait to see these youngsters battle against each other to get to the top. Well, I still have with me in the studio Mr. Dele Oyewale. He is the spokesperson for the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, and he's been talking to us about a lot of things that are going on in the EFCC, especially the cases that are pending, and of course answering the many questions that Nigerians have. And Mr. Oyewale, I want to say thank you for staying with us and answering all of these questions. All right, let me go to the questions that are coming in on our WhatsApp. Someone here says, Nuhu Ribadu told the whole country that the president is an international crook. The nepotism in the country brought you the present boss, who is a redeemed pastor introduced by the first lady. I don't know what this message means, but I don't think that it has anything to do with the EFCC. Anyway, this one says that the spokesperson is not telling himself the truth. This somebody saying, sir, you're not telling the truth. Another person here says, ask your guest the situation of the Ganduje EFCC case. Yes, the APC chairman, rather. Of course, that's also a case that was before you, right? Can you tell us, is that also in court?
Which case? Which case is that?
Ganduje and the Kano state government.
Well, I just told you something now that we only work on matter that is reported to us.
So the Kano State government has not reported it to you?
Now, if the Ganduje matter has been reported to us, I can assure you that investigation will be ongoing on it. I'm not obliged to pander to any kind of opinion if I don't have facts.
Okay.
I work on facts. You understand? So if there are such issues, if it is before us, we are working.
I will definitely,
and at the appropriate time.
I will definitely have the representative of the Kano State government on this show to tell us exactly. Let you. This one says, I just want to complain that the issues that to you. He didn't give us him, but thank you very much. This one says,
no. Okay.
Go ahead, Mr. Oyewale. Go ahead if you want to respond.
Now, if any issue is sent to us at info@efcc.org, we respond. We have a unit that handles that. If you send something to us online, we will respond. I don't know the particular issue the fellow may be talking about. There may be some issues that may not need any response if there is no response to make.
Okay.
But if there are responses to make on any issue, we do make responses.
All right. Mr. Oyewale, I want to appreciate you for your time and your patience. Dele Oyewale is the spokesperson of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, and he's been speaking to us from the FCT via Zoom. Thank you so much, Mr. Oyewale, for coming on the show. We're hoping to have you back.
Thank you for having me on the program. Thank you so much.
All right, sir. Have a great day. Well, Lagos, there you have it. We've been speaking with the EFCC on this. We've been speaking with the EFCC. Yvonne off my mic. Anyway, I've got to go. I Beg to Differ is up next. And of course, the news comes up at the top of the hour. My name is Maryann Okon. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Threads. And if you want to watch a repeat of this conversation with Mr. Dele Oyewale, it's on our YouTube page, Nigeria Info FM 99.3. Love you, Lagos. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't miss I Beg to Differ.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info.